Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. Talk Tuesday. Hope you guys had a great long weekend. As you can see, we are at the water. We are at the water because it is flipping hot outside. And of course I had an appointment this morning, so I had to delay walk. It's around noon. So not like the hottest part of the day, but still pretty, I know, Hamish. So I went directly to the water. I'm not messing about in this kind of heat. And it'll be a shorter Talk Tuesday today, mostly because I ran out of good footing just around that corner. And we all know me and phones and water and what happens. So we're gonna, good boy Hamish, we're gonna do a quick one today, and I will try to walk slow, which I need to anyway, because footing is kind of slippery even up here. Okay, so for those who like a head count, we've got 10 today. Who do we have? We've got Tucker and Nova right there. We've got a May, Phoebe, Hamish, who is very intent on my location today for reasons unknown. Got Luna up there. Newton, who's a bit too far. Kronk, Maggie, back after her vacation. Good boy. Good job, buddy. And Cosmo. Good boy. Okay, go. As you can see, the footing in this section is pretty flat, so we're good. Oh, Kronk. Just like diving for his stick. That's my dog. Yeah. So, since it's hot, I was about to say my thermos, but no. My thermometer in the car told me it was 31 even before exiting the house, or exiting the car. And that doesn't take into account humidity, which I can inform you is gross. It's like I'm swimming when I'm not swimming. Welcome to Ottawa in the summer, question mark? Cosmo? No. Moving along. Alright, hold on. This year, there seems to be much more of whatever this is. Makes it a little slippier than normal. Okay. So, basically, up until there, I can talk to you. Oop, oop, oop. And I say as I slip on this. Phoebes, let's go. You are not eating nor rolling in that. Thank you. Bird poop, for those who were questioning. Kronk and Feebles. Get a move on. Whew. Okay, slow moving. So I thought I would take the opportunity to talk about things you can do with your dogs when there's inclement weather. And I've made this video a bunch of times before, but I feel like whenever we hit, oh God, don't hit me. Good boy, Newton. Good boy. You know you can like run on land to come here and that, no, okay, has to do it through the water. Cheers. Okay. Hi, Luna. Good girl. Okay, as you guys can see, she is off leash. Not because I'm like done with her quite yet. We still have a bit to work through, but because it's dangerous for me to be attached to dogs in this footing. Who is that? Oh, that's Maggie. I had a moment of like, that's too small to be May. The color is sort of right. Okay, I know Phoebe is very worried about me. She's babysitting me in the back. Here's where it gets dodgy. See, we've got like these little ledge things. Okay, I'm coming, Kazi. Oh, Nova's got the zoomies, sort of. Okay, so number one thing you can do when there's inclement weather is take your dogs for a walk where that weather is not really a factor. Now, I'm not going to say that because we are in the water, the heat is not a factor. That would be ridiculous. I judge our walks by the weakest member, right? So in heat like this, Kronk! Oh God, I've started a stampede. Okay, hi Newton. Okay. Good boy. Good job, buddy. Good boy. Okay, yeah, food for that. You did really good. So in this type of weather, you are a weakest link. Okay, go away. And while he does have a lighter coat than say May or Maggie or even like the Goldens at this time, he is very sensitive to heat, and he doesn't have like most dogs that have a bigger snoot, have a bigger Hamish McBean! Nothing. Well, you're getting dunked before we get back in the car. He has like half the palate to pull air over to cool as the other dogs. So, Newton, that was rude. Thank you. Good boy. Okay, go. Oh my goodness. Trying not to slip and die. Okay. We're going to the land. As you can see, like, it's not a difficult walk, but it's not an easy walk either. Whenever we come here, usually I have water boots, but sadly my water boots have bitten the dust. So the nearest I could find is like these guys, but I need to keep searching because I need the ankle protection against the rocks. Anyhow, so the second he starts Nova, nothing. The second Croc and Luna and Nova, cease and desist. Thank you. I see you, Hamish. I haven't forgotten that you're due to be dunked. We're gonna do that up here. Newton, get a move on. Thank you. So, Nova, come here. It's like desperately trying to down it before I can get to her. No. What is this? This does not go in your mouth. Get a move on. Particularly not your tummy. Go on. Not dealing with a bunch of vomity dogs in my car today. Anyhow, so the second he sort of shows distress, then that's when I call it. Whew, God. Or basically, I think our time, yeah, we're going to turn around shortly anyway. So one of the reasons I come here is A, we run into nobody. B, typically, knock on wood. B, a water, obviously. So all the dogs have to walk in the water. Like, as you can see, there's not really an edge for them to walk along. So they're forced to walk in the water, like Cosmo, who would not do it normally. And then, sorry guys. Okay, I can't. I'm walking this way though. Trying not to die. And it keeps their feet in the water. So feet is primarily how they keep cool. So if I can keep their feet, and if I notice they're like getting a little bit distressed, but they haven't, for example, gone in the water, I can dunk them. I can get water on their shoulders, things like that. And the water is pretty clean here, like as clean as you can expect any water around a big city to be. We're lucky in that. So that's sort of why I bring them here. So other options you can do. Okay, retreat. Other options you can do for the heat and even the cold, like you can do this. I prefer to do a lot of these outside because they can be somewhat messy. Like obviously you can get a kiddie pool and have them enjoy the kiddie pool. If you want a super cute video on that, go back in the history and check for where we introduce Puppy Kronk to water using a kiddie pool. And like now you can see him, he's totally fine. But so that's definitely an option. There are also places around where you can like hire out a field or whatever. Some of them do have water options. So obviously a thing. Try to walk early morning and late at night where at least you don't have to deal with sun. Like sort of another bonus of this way. Like we go upstream, not downstream. Downstream is a lot sunnier. We actually haven't done a lot of water walking this year, so For those of you new to the channel, you probably haven't seen both ways, but what else? Ooh, one I've really been liking. So either you use a licky mat or a slow eat bowl. Honestly, you can use muffin tins, silicone muffin cups, anything. So if you're using a licky mat or a dish, take their meal, throw some water in there and freeze it. So they have to lick to get it free. That will keep them busy for 20 to 40 minutes and they will be dead by the time they're done. Like they're ready for a nap once it's done. Like you can understand why I would want to do that outside. If you do it inside, I suggest in a kennel with some towels. And then if you have any enrichment toys, like I always say to do this anyway. Phoebe, don't you dare. Don't think I forgot what Hamish McBean did there. She's like, nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. I was just walking this way. Hamish! Kitty, move on, sir. Yeah, see that black spot on him? We're going to try and get that off before we get back to the car. Yeah, so a Kong. Like everyone should definitely have a Kong if you have a dog. Throw whatever part of a meal fits in there. Throw some, probably like pumpkin puree, something a little thicker than water because water's just going to go right out. And freeze it. Have them work at that. Give them a raw bone if that's your thing. Previously used bones that are not really very interesting anymore, you can boil them in a bone broth. To be clear, not bouillon, but a bone broth. Bouillon has too much sodium. Okay? Or you can do the same thing, like you can get some pumpkin puree. Again, not pumpkin pie filling, pumpkin puree. I'm gonna go this way. Sorry, I know you're losing the dogs, but I don't want to die back here. It would not be easy to get back to the vehicle if I was injured. Okay. Yeah, stuff it with stuff. Add something that's a little bit liquidy in there. Throw it in the freezer. You have yourself a thing. I prepare a couple of these ready to go. I also give Kronk like frozen duck feet and but I'm trying to remember the name of the Big Country Raw. So you can find that at Pet Value, probably a bunch of other pet stores. You can look them up online, Big Country Raw. They're a local, sorry guys, they're a local Ottawa company, and they do raw diets. So I grab a lot of their raw treats, such as they are. And I will give him one or more of those, depending, like on the back, it'll give you an idea of how many is a good serving. Now, keep in mind, sometimes that might replace a meal. So just pay attention to those calories. Hi, why are you sneaking? Are you being a sneaky snake? He's like, I don't want to go back to the car. I know, you think that, but I promise you do. You don't want to live here forever. You want to go back to your people. It's like, lady, get me out of here. Okay. Yeah, and all of those are like cost-free enrichment alternatives. I will try to do a video separately where I can show you what I'm talking about. Another good thing to use for like freezing stuff or licky mats. What's that company called? Primal dehydrated raw nuggets. They have a bunch of different proteins, a bunch of different meats. Ones to suit basically every diet, like low protein, high protein, whatever. Hamish! Oh, sir. We are the mischief today. Terriers. Hamish! He's like, nothing? I'm not stalking your dog. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, so all those are good alternatives. Another thing to keep in mind, even if you're walking at night or during the morning when there's not as much sun, I highly recommend hosing your dogs down before you go. Just to be able to keep them cool. it'll make a big difference. Yeah, I think that's it. Mostly because if I don't put you guys out now, I'm gonna break an ankle. So hi Newton. Okay, hi Luna girl. So that's it for me today. As I've started asking yesterday, if you guys have a chance and want to comment, like, and subscribe to the YouTube videos, that does help a lot for me to know that you're enjoying these and you want more. And as always, if you have questions about this or any other video, you know what to do. Otherwise, I hope you guys are having as much fun as these dogs are, especially Hamish, who just victoriously found himself a giant stick. Can you guys see him? Giant stick. He's very happy with himself right now. Otherwise, I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.